Well, hi lovely people, sun shining. I have a Maya here hanging around me at the moment, but it's of course that time, hopefully. She's been fairly active and at her door today, so this is about, definitely getting her out in the shade, because it's extremely hot in the sun at the moment. So, and she also shed recently, so she's looking just beautiful, as the albino Darwins do. But I wanted to discuss, and I really don't like doing, I want to discuss or I want to talk about, but I don't know how else to really actually say it. But talking about, basic care of our snakes, and I do see so much of that, just the basic care, which is, and can be, yes, an enclosure with a couple of hides in it, their heat, their water bowl, and pretty much that's about it. That's all there is to their basic care, is having the right heat, the right humidity, and somewhere to hide and something to drink out of. And that is pretty basic care. Then you can go, and that's paper or whatever on the floor. It's a bit hot out here, darling, in the sun. I mean, I don't think you'll mind it for a little while, but you won't last out in it for too long, because it's just it's way too hot, and I know it is, and I can't see in the lens because the sun's so bright, and I'm already building up a sweat. And she's already like, wow, it is really, really hot out here. And it is, guys, like, even the humidity to some degree is quite warm, and she has heard a car door slam and stops. Look at it go. Like, Amaya can really move, compared to my bigger snakes that sort of take their time a little bit more. But this is kind of a little bit more new area for Amaya today. We are normally closer to the house, so she's like, wait, where are we? And this trampoline moves a lot from one area to another, so for now she's just figuring it all out. And of course I'm going to have to be quick to get up and go and get her. But there is, that very minimal basic care, and snakes will do, quite well at it. And they won't die from basic care. And then there is the next step up from it, where you put in some leaves and vines and things, branches and things to climb on, which is certainly better. I can see her doing her tail thing. I just don't want her to go out onto those black bars, because even though, well, they're not really hot like the other ones, silver, whatever you want to call them, were. But you're so far away, Amaya. Like, can you come closer? Slowly but surely. or sun. Don't even put your head out there. You'll get sunburn. Absolutely. Would they get sunburnt? I think that the albinos probably would get sunburnt, or the sun is not that good. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? What can you see? You're going to the toilet? I will get back to the subject. I'm sure I will at some point, but my snakes always distract me because of the things that they're doing, the amazing things that they do. And I will crawl down on my hands and knees and my belly with her. Oh, and what do I see? I see a very unusual coloured snake in my yard. Very rare in the grass, these guys. I'm just joking. Just trying to be a bit of a documentarian here, and I will creep up on this angry beast. Doesn't she look angry? Not at all. She knows I'm here. I'm right here and I'm watching. You go. So yeah, there's the next step up. You've got all the branches and leaves and everything, and that's wonderful, and that's even better, you know, for your snakes, because then they've got some enrichment going on in their enclosures for them, which is certainly better than just a couple of hides and a water bowl. And I love to see people really, you know, putting a little bit into their enclosures by just adding branches for their snakes to move on, crawl on, to investigate. You know, it just gives them something else to do rather than hide, because we don't want them to hide. To me, you know, yes, some snakes are shyer than others and they do need to hide more than others, but they shouldn't be in there all the time. They should have the opportunity to come out, venture around and take a look at things. You're off skating. So, or scootering. I always say skating, but it's scootering these days. Oh, and skating, okay. So, and then of course you've got the next level of care, which is offering them to be able to come out and be with you and around you and in the room that you're in, and them getting to know that space and become comfortable, because if you do, they are less likely to be hiding away in their own space, because they know what is outside of their enclosure is a safe place too. They've got no reason to hide. You know, some snakes hide, especially when they're in shed, because they just like to be left alone, and it's them signaling you and saying, I'm in shed, just leave me be. And, you know, I have snakes that do that still today. But as they've got older, of course, they don't do it anymore, because I do believe as they get older, and having been with you and all the rest of it, they've developed their own confidence with age. So they're more comfortable anyway. But, you know, I do believe they hide when the outside world is not safe for them, and so even inside their enclosure, they tend to hide away. Now you're going out in the sun, Missy, while I'm up under the trampoline. And, you know, Maya isn't at the level where I believe she will only go so far safely and then turn around and come back. She may not. I do know the likes of Jack, for example, was a fine example of kind of where she is about where he would go to, and then he would turn around and look for me and just come on back. So, you know, sometimes it's teaching them, and okay, nope, that's as far as you're allowed to go, so now you're coming back, so I'm going to get up before she can go over on the gravel, because the gravel certainly ain't going to hurt her, but it's certainly warmer than the grass. Where do you think you might be going? You know, this is a little bit warm, a little bit rough on you, so come back with Mum, please. At least Amaya isn't one of those snakes that is like, what's the word, clingy, and oh, I'm going to fall when she picks me up like that and all the rest of it. She's quite happy to secure herself quite firmly anyway. So, okay, you can go for your wander again now, but let's start from this starting point. And it's hot. Yep, go under there. Smart snake. Don't come out in the sun. It's too hot. Right, way too hot. I want you to go to the bathroom because that's what you were indicating, but you've got so excited about being outside you've forgotten all about the fact that you need to go to the toilet. Yes, I touched your booty end and she does not like that. Some snakes don't like it. Some snakes don't mind it at all. She's one, don't touch my tail. Tessa, don't touch my tail. Really, that's probably about the only two that I find are actually like that. I'll get rid of that black pole. So, get them out. Put things in their enclosure. You'll notice a difference in their behaviour. You honestly will see a lot of difference in their behaviour. And then you can go beyond that and you can start bringing them outside. You can start letting them explore outside because they love it. They just love it. You know, she's not afraid out here. She's just so busy exploring it all, checking everything out. And it's about being able to understand that she's not afraid. She's not trying to escape or particularly go and lose herself somewhere. She is just exploring everything and checking everything out because it is exciting and it is wonderful and it is freedom and it's really quite cool under here. It's not hot under this trampoline at all, but I didn't want to be out here for too long because it has been raining and the humidity is up a little bit. And I don't want to huffing and puffing, you know, too much. Even I'm huffing and puffing and I'm not moving around anywhere near like Amaya is. And, you know, I'm breaking out in a sweat and so forth. But I would just like her to stop, think, you know, toilet, Miss Amaya, and stop playing and investigating. And go to the toilet for me, please, because I know you need to. And you watch, I'll leave her out for a while. I'll put her back in and she'll continue to be restless because, oops, yes, that's right, I needed to go to the toilet. And if you think, oh, she's not going to think like that, that's not even a thought process in her mind. It is, and it will be a thought process in her mind. And this is what I mean about knowing your snakes and understanding your snakes and getting to know your snakes and read their body language and know what it is that they are telling you and so forth. And I know what her behaviour was, but I also know what this is. Wow, I'm outside. This is just fun, and it's always fun, and I love it, and I really enjoy it. And I don't do many videos with Amaya outside because I am so busy, and it is the Lily and even the Jessie, but you know, right now Lily can be very demanding, and that's okay. All the others at this particular point are less demanding, but that can change on a flip of a dime. You know, Lily becomes less demanding and it's Jessie at his door all the time, or it is Amaya. I just have to take the turns. And, you know, if Lily wants a bit of a break, and right now she's not wanting out, she just wants to sleep in her enclosure, that's great. But Amaya wasn't. So she was at her door. She was moving and grooving and going back and forth and, okay, let's go. So, yeah, it is about reading your snake's body language, getting to know them. It's hot out there. I'm telling you. You do not want to go there. Just come back over here somewhere. There's a bit of shade under the slide, but it's better over here. Come on. Come on, you. That's a ball. You don't care, do you? Hey? Plus, remembering her eyesight is really, really not the best. Actually, it's really, really terrible. And I can only imagine in that bright light, just when I can hear you huffing, sweetie. I can hear you and I know you're hot. So we need to go back inside and we need to cool off. But it's just waiting for you to go to the toilet and you get dirty because you're the colour you are. But anyway, guys, basic care's good. Next step up is even better. There's a next step up that's even better again. And then there's coming outside and doing all this. And that is the topmost. Putting it all together. And this is where you end up. So before she huffs and puffs too much, I'm going to take my girl inside, even though she didn't go to the toilet, but that's okay. That happens. And you take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.